Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to our 3:30 district-wide staff meeting. Hope everybody's had a great day. And just as a reminder, if you have questions or comments, please submit those in the chat portion of this video, and we will have staff available at the end to respond to questions. And if we're not able to answer them today, we will definitely get back with you on those. So please submit those as we move throughout this video. Like each week, I want to start off with a few MISD proud moments. We've had a busy week. We are MISD proud on several items. If you watched the board meeting, you saw that we recognized our AP scholars and our National Merit semifinalists and commended students. And we hope that you saw the video recognizing those students on social media. I know it's still out there. Just to remind you, we had one National Merit semifinalist. That was Lauren Sims of Heritage High School. Congratulations to her. And we had two National Merit commended scholars, Landon Buford of Midlothian High School and Heritage High School student Catherine Larson. So very proud of those three individuals. Also, we had 49 AP scholars, which those are the students who received scores of 3 or higher on 3 or more AP exams. We had 19 AP scholars with honors, which are the students who received an average score of at least a 3.25 on all AP exams taken, with scores of 3 or higher on 4 or more of those exams. And then we had 24 AP scholars with distinction, which are students who received an average score of at least 3.5 on all AP exams taken, with scores of 3 or higher on 5 or more of those exams. We had 3 national AP scholars this year, and those students received an average score of at least a 4 on all AP exams taken, and scores of 4 or higher on 8 or more of those exams. So we obviously have some very talented students. Want to congratulate all of those. So please be sure you check out that social media post with that video recognizing all those students. Heritage High School, they play tomorrow night in Springtown. They had a hard-fought game last Friday, but fell to Paris 28-14. Jags are 3-1. Midlothian High School starts their football season this Friday night. We're excited for our Panthers as they begin their season. This week, we kicked off our Assistant Principal Leadership Academy. It was great to have our campus leadership together. We spent time diving deeper into bullying investigations, DAEP transitions, threat assessments, and collaborated over needs for our upcoming Empowered Academies and iPlan days. Our assistant principals will be engaging in a book study this semester on crucial conversations, and so we look forward to their work this year. Speaking of MISD Proud, I know we challenged you a couple weeks ago about posting our hashtag to the hashtag MISD Proud. So our campus winners, I'm proud to announce this for the first couple of weeks here for that first challenge. Our campus winners are Long Branch Elementary, Walnut Grove Middle School, and Midlothian High School. So congratulations to those 3 campuses for having the most posts. Also, our individual winners who participated include Loya Austin from McClatchy Elementary, Alexa Van from Mountain Peak, and the 5th grade team and Hank Penley tied for Miller Elementary. We had Shannon Miller from Vitoski Elementary, Carly Woolery from Walnut Grove Middle School, Amanda Rogers from Dietrich Middle School, Bethany Dowd from Midlothian High School. And so those individuals are our highest number of posts for our individuals. And so we will be sending prizes to each of those individuals very soon. So thank you for participating in that. I want to ask that you continue to do that, continue to celebrate the great things going on by tagging us and hashtag MISD Proud. I want to announce our second challenge is going to begin next week. So that will start September 28th and that will go through October 1st. And that's going to be, we will be recognizing 1 elementary, 1 middle, and 1 high school teacher who uses our hashtag the most, celebrating all the great things happening in our class and school. And so the winner of this challenge will be able to wear jeans for the week of October 26th. Okay, so just a few items of note. We had our board meeting this past Monday night, and we had the board passed 2 bond orders to refund some of our callable school bonds. And so by doing that, we should save MISD taxpayers about $31 million in future interest costs. So we're excited about that. The board adopted our 2021 tax rate, which was a reduction of a little over 9 cents from last year's rate. So that's exciting. Anytime you can reduce the tax rate, especially at that amount, that's wonderful. That's very exciting. The board accepted a bid from our Business Park LLC for the purchase of the 6 acres across from Heritage High School. So we really had 2 parcels over there. We have a 6-acre piece and about a 1.5-acre piece We sold the 6-acre portion across from Heritage High School, and so we look forward to see what that will be utilized for. It will not be used for anything to do with school purposes. It was sold to someone outside, so that will obviously probably be developed over time. The board also heard the second quarter demographic report from our demographer, which continues to show that we are seeing high levels of growth and development. Several new subdivisions are being planned at this time, so more information will be out about that. But if you ever want to see our demographic reports, those are posted on the website. We get those quarterly, and there's a lot of great information in there. We've talked about a couple of times on this update, but we will have some new meal options beginning for our students. That's going to begin on October 1st. So Midlothian ISD is going to offer a reimbursable meal for breakfast and lunch at no charge for all elementary, middle school, and high school students. So these reimbursable breakfasts and lunches will be available for our face-to-face learners on campus, as well as for our virtual learners who remain at home. This is being made available through the cooperation of our food service partner, Aramark, and by taking advantage of numerous waivers that have been issued from the U.S. Department of Agriculture and the Texas Department of Agriculture. So all children 0 to 18 years of age residing in MISD are eligible and can participate in this program. All MISD students with disabilities can participate in this program until age 21. So all students can receive these meals at no charge. A student does not have to be on the free and reduced program to receive these meals. If they wish to participate, if a student wishes to purchase a la carte items, they will still have the option, but that will be at posted prices. And so students who are virtual learners may continue to pick up meals at our 4 grab-and-go locations from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays. MISD will also continue to serve our virtual learners at several remote locations and posted times. And this remote service is provided by our MISD transportation team. I know I talk about this each week about the Express Clinic, but as you all know, it's a very valuable and popular employee benefit. We continue to monitor the program and seek ways to improve it. So the latest improvement that we're going to be revising the virtual visit process. So going forward, you will no longer be asked to submit a request via the web, but instead you will speak to a live team member by calling the phone number on the website. It's 214-730-2828, and you select option 2. So virtual visits are offered to you and your dependents from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. The cost will remain $10. Children under 3 and adults over the age of 65 do not meet the criteria for virtual visits and should plan on making an appointment for in-person visits. So under 3, over 65, it will have to be an in-person visit. This change to the virtual visit process should make it even easier for you to access the MISD Express Clinic. So all that information will be available on the website. Most of you know, I know your campuses have been announcing this, and you've received emails that our flu shot clinic is this week. And we want to thank our benefits department who makes that available to all of our staff. Yesterday, as you may know, we had I don't even like the word, but we had an accidental lockdown at Midlothian High School. So while we're grateful that the lockdown was an accident, it allowed us to review all of our safety protocols and our plans and put some systems into action. So just like we do every scenario, we had a chance to debrief that and learn some lessons and identify some things that we need to remind staff. So I've asked Commander Hicks to join me on here today. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to him to share a few items with you. Commander Hicks.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to make me a co-host, or do you want me to just do it from here?
You want to share your screen? You're doing it. Do you want to share your screen for any reason?
No, I'm good.
I mean, if you just want the title of being a co-host, I can switch it over to that. I mean, if it's going to make you feel better.
No,
I think the title commander probably sounds a little better anyway. So
that's good enough.
Okay.
So I'm coming to all of y'all right now from Miller Elementary. I'm over here talking about safety and security to their staff. So we took a short break to be a part of this. So I just want to briefly go over our lockdown procedures again, and just the importance of, first of all, as soon as you hear that we're in lockdown, it's just following all procedures. And I believe everybody knows what those are. You want to look out in your hallway, get any students or staff members that may be caught out in the hallway into your room. You want to pull that magnet off the door so you can shut the door and lock it. Turn out the lights. We're not covering up the windows, but we are getting into the hard corner. So all your kids into that hard corner, and they should be behind you. You do want to be the one closest to the door, in case someone was to make it through that door, then you have a chance to do something about that. So sweep the hallways real quickly, get anybody in your classroom, pull that magnet, the door is then locked, lights out, hard corner. And we need to do this quickly. If you're out in the hallway somewhere, you're at lunch, we need to move quickly. We shouldn't be walking slow. We don't have to be sprinting because we don't want to cause anybody to fall down or anything like that or be running over each other, but we need to move quickly with purpose and get into our lockdown positions. Any of you teachers at that time that are teaching virtually, you need to shut down your Zoom meeting immediately and get off that Zoom, shut that down, and then again, go through your lockdown procedures as quickly as you can. Once we get into our lockdown positions, it's very important that we as staff do not get on social media. Just stay off your phone, please. No Facebook and no Twitter. We're gonna have enough parents are gonna find out that we're on lockdown, and that's fine, but I do wanna minimize, or really don't want any parents or anybody coming up into the parking lot. So we also don't need to be making assumptions of why we're in a lockdown. I can tell you there was some talk about yesterday that initially we were in lockdown because of COVID. We don't go into lockdown because of a pandemic in that sense. It's only going to be because of violent behavior, some kind of suspicion of violence on the campus. That could be anywhere on our campus, outside or inside. It's usually going to involve weapons. That's when we're going to go into a lockdown. So also very important to any of you that carry radios, stay off your radios unless you have emergency information, being that you see the threat, you know where they're at, you know what hallway they're in. Then you can get on the radio and make sure that the SROs know that. But otherwise, you need to stay off the radio talking to each other if you don't have vital information. Those SROs need to be able to talk on those school radios and pass information on to everybody. They're looking for the threat. They're trying to figure out who put us in the lockdown at that point. And when you're talking about a building such as MHS, it's huge, as everybody knows. So they're trying to quickly find out why I'm in lockdown and where I need to be. Because at that point, they're saying it over the police radio. I'm hearing that. And then I'm making sure that patrol officers are showing up to the campus. We're surrounding that campus, setting up a perimeter and holding until we know where to go. So again, if you have some kind of vital information, you can get on the radio. If not, then don't. And then it's also going to be very important, and I think everybody knows this, for the principals to get a hold of Ms. Day as soon as they have information of what's going on, so then administration starts to realize what's going on and what this lockdown is about. At the end of the lockdown, it's going to be very important that you wait for the green cards and wait for your door to be unlocked by staff and by police officers. So even though the principal may get on the PA system to calm everybody down and say, hey, there is no threat now, we're ending the lockdown, you still stay put with your lights out and in the hard corner until someone comes to your room. We will unlock the door. We'll slide that green card first. And I realize you might not be able to see it because it's dark. You got the lights out, but then we're going to knock on the door. We're going to unlock it, and we're going to come through and let you know and turn on your lights and let you know that everything is okay. At that point, your class will still be asked to remain in the classroom, but the lockdown for you is over. We got to go to every classroom and every room period of where individuals may be locked down at and let them know before we resume business as usual. So just keep that in mind. Don't open your doors. Don't come out in the hallways until you've gotten a green card and someone has actually came into your room and told you that lockdown is over. And one of the biggest things that y'all can all control, for anybody that's been in a lockdown, I know those of you that were in the lockdown last year at MHS, it can be a scary thing, and we realize that. So trying to stay calm, trying to really stay in control of your breathing. Try to breathe slow. You don't want your heart rate to get up too high where you cannot think clearly about what is your job at that point. And your job is to keep those kids safe and yourself safe. And listen, there may be a PA announcement. There may be an announcement over your phone. For whatever reason, we may be trying to call you on your cell phone. That's why it's important for you to stay off your phone so we can get a hold of you if we need to. But just being quiet, breathing through it, staying calm, and just waiting for further instruction. We are all going to be doing a lockdown drill in October. You will know that it's a drill. We will announce that it's in a drill, and then we'll go through the drill. So it's not going to be a surprise this year when we're doing a lockdown drill. So any other time, if that Informacast system goes off, or you hear somebody in the PA say we're in lockdown, it's not going to be a drill. So we need to treat it like the real thing and move as quickly as we can and go through our procedures. If you have any questions about that, you can email me, call me. Your administrator should have the answers on that as well. So we just want to make sure that we're following procedure and protocol, doing what we're supposed to be doing and getting it done quickly.
All right, thank you, Commander Hicks. I think everybody knows how to reach him. Obviously, this is probably our number one, it is our number one priority of keeping our kids safe. And so we just want to reiterate some things after the situation yesterday. I do want to mention one other thing, and that is, and we're going to go into detail on this, but I think it's important that he mentioned the social media piece. You know, it's important that we as a district are able to get the messaging out there. There were some things put out by staff yesterday that were inaccurate. So please allow us, especially in a situation like that, to manage the messaging that goes out to the public. So it's important that as a staff member, regardless of what your position is, you're not posting information about the lockdown. That will come strictly out of our communications department. It'll come from Ms. Fitzgerald and her team, and she will be right here with us in kind of the command central post or whatever here at the administration building as we're working through it with the principal on that specific campus. We also are going to have some conversations with our principals in the morning and other staff, but I know there's some concerns about messaging, especially as we have students now that are virtual that may be coming to campuses, and how we get the word out to them, how we get the word out to their parents. And also, I know we have some teachers moving around. We now have the Mile campus where students are being transported back and forth. And so we're going to look at that. Also, you have students that are on your laptops or Promethean boards who are in a Zoom session, perhaps live during an event. We're going to recommend that you just end that session, obviously, immediately, so those students are not online at that point. But we know we have to communicate to them as to what's going on. So we'll work through the details of that and get that out to you. So we continue to look to improve all that. We're working through PowerSchool, which is going to pull, it actually can pull cell numbers from, we have a better message system that can pull the cell numbers from PowerSchool. So we're going to actually work with our parents, work with our students on some alert systems that will be immediate to their phones. And so we will start that campaign with our parents here in the next week or two, talking about updating cell phone numbers, but then also we will practice that notification system. That way kids who are not on our campuses and parents obviously want to be in the loop, that we will we'll do an alert or a practice run with that probably on a Saturday. So we're not impacting what's going on our campuses, but we will definitely promote that. It will be a huge campaign to ensure that cell phones are updated, but then also to roll out this messaging system to make sure everyone that needs to be notified will be notified. So that's all I have for today. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Carpenter. I haven't checked to see if there's any questions or anything has come up. And Dr. Carpenter, I don't see anything.
There's not anything. We had one comment that Commander Hicks is the best, but we don't have any questions today.
Did he write that himself? Oh, wait, that was from Mr. Norris. Okay, so, all right, very good. All right, well, that ends our session for today. We appreciate your time. Once again, thank you for all you're doing. I had a great session today at Franks Hill Middle School during Lunch and Learn. Had some great input, and look forward to hopefully trying to work through some issues that were brought up today. And so appreciate all that, and thank you for what you do. Have a wonderful rest of your day.